I want to share with you some guidance I recently shared about forgiveness and anger and not being able to get over the anger, even though you are telling yourself consciously that you forgive and that you have forgiven. And when you actually want to forgive this person or these people or that situation, and even though you have forgiven it, you say you have, years have passed by, but then you feel the anger rise again. You feel yourself angry. You just can't get over what happened. You can't get over what these people have done to you. You can't get over what it has caused, the consequences of their actions on your life. And over again, you say, oh, I forgive them. I forgive them. I have a good heart. I'm forgiving. But then you find yourself raging. And I'm here to tell you, don't forgive them yet. You are not ready to forgive them yet. Saying, I forgive you is just talk. Because there is something else that needs to be done first before you can forgive them. And even before you can forgive yourself. Which is, you have to express that anger. You have to connect to that part of you that experienced the situation with these people and allow it to express itself. Your anger is valid and it needs to be acknowledged. And it needs to be expressed in a healthy way first. And this isn't expressing your anger so that you can forgive them. That's not the intention. Express your anger with the intention of expressing your anger, of feeling your anger, of letting it all out, of freeing yourself from it. For you, not for them. And it will be easy to forgive them once you are healed. So I want you to ask yourself, if this person now that I've been trying to forgive was right in front of me, and I have all the power in the world to do or say whatever I want to do, whatever I want to say to them, what would you do? What would you say? If you didn't have this pressure to be forgiving, if you didn't have this pressure to just, all right, I'm going to get over this entire situation, I'm going to put it behind me. If you are back in that moment, what do you want to say to them? Now, if it's too overwhelming for you now, so if you are feeling that your body is intensing, your muscles are tensing up, your heart rate is increasing, your breath is intensifying, or if it feels the total opposite, you're listening to me and you're starting to go numb, your muscles are weakening, you're losing focus, you're shutting down, then I suggest that you do this exercise with someone, with a practitioner like me or anyone else, so that we can guide you through it. But if this is, you will be feeling a little bit intense. That's normal. That's natural. If you're feeling angry, you're going to be feeling it in your body. But if it's not too overwhelming, if you feel that you can manage it, you are still within your window of tolerance, then go ahead and I want you to imagine them in front of you right now. So just sit there. Maybe take a couple deep breaths in. You can close your eyes if you want. And just see them clearly in front of you right now. With all that they have done. with all the pain that they caused in that moment, with all of the consequences of their actions on your life, how you don't trust yourself anymore because of them, how you feel helpless and powerless because of that situation. What was taken away from you in that moment, and all the opportunities you missed out on because of it in the future. Just think about it all. You have so much to be angry about. That part of you, whether it was a few days ago, a few years ago, or when you were a child, go back to that part. Be that part. Be that age now. Feel yourself step into that body now. And look at them. And I want you to say to them, and say it out loud, okay? I want you to say it out loud, and I want you to use your body to express, okay? So use your arms, use your shoulders, stomp your feet, and I want you to say it out loud. How dare you? How could you? Do you see what you have done to me? And express to them anything else that you want to express. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to say to them, but you're free. Anything that you want. Express it all. Don't limit yourself to be this nice guy, this nice girl, this quiet one, the one who takes the abuse and never talks back. No, you're free. You're free right now. Say to them exactly what they need to hear you say, what someone needed to tell them. How dare you? I am so much better than you. This is all your fault. You are a terrible person. Or you were a terrible person. How could you? How could you stoop so low? What's wrong with you? Anything that comes to you. If you want to curse them, curse them. Do it now, because this is a safe place for you to do this. And to release it all. Let it all out. Until you feel that you've let all that energy go. All that tension in your muscles, just feel it. Just being removed out of your body. Get so tired from expressing that anger until you feel like, there's nothing more to say. And you might notice yourself at that point taking a deep breath and sighing, pausing in silence. You may find yourself at that moment leaning back now. You might find yourself in that moment swallowing, sighing, just some kind of shift, feeling a bit lighter. And now that they have heard you, I want you to imagine their face full of regret. Now you might be thinking, but that person's a narcissist. They're so toxic. They would never even care what I say to them. Connect with the goodness that exists in every single person. The part of them that is maybe imprisoned within them. And that part feels regret. feels sorry, feels powerless, feels helpless. Notice if you can feel, you can sense what that goodness in them wants to say to you, how it wants to respond. Maybe they apologize. I'm sorry. I can't imagine how much I've hurt you. I don't know why I did that. I couldn't stop myself. It was my conditioning. I was abused myself. I know it's not your fault. I hurt you. No matter what my excuse is, I am responsible. Maybe they ask you for forgiveness. Maybe they explain how they have come to do what they have done. Maybe they express guilt, the shame that they feel, and they're trying to hide within themselves. And maybe they express the love that they have. Just allow it to come to you. Allow yourself to receive that energy from them. This is your closure. Your closure is not calling them or emailing them or confronting them. This right here, this can be your closure. That can be enough for you. And maybe they say nothing at all, okay? Maybe you can't connect with them. They say nothing at all. That's okay. Because now you are going to imagine them getting smaller and smaller, and the image of them getting farther and farther away from you. And as they get smaller and farther, the power that they've had over you, the power that this experience had over you, is also getting smaller and smaller, and it's going and it's gone. You're letting them go. That is the closure. When you can say, it's over. And remember, you're not saying I forgive them yet. Still, we're not forcing ourselves to forgive anyone. That will come. It will come. But for now, you have expressed your truth. You have met their energy with your own energy. You have fulfilled that exchange that wasn't fulfilled because maybe you were too scared or small or broken or young or helpless. But now you can do it, and this is the safe space to do it. Now, I won't tell you that it's over. It's not. Because once you've expressed all of that anger, there's still grief. And that grief needs to be acknowledged and expressed too. And so, this is when you can hug yourself. This is when you can cry. When you can compassionately say kind words to yourself. I'm proud of you. You are amazing. You did not deserve what happened, but you survived it. You are so strong. You're safe. You are safe. You are safe. You are safe. And I'm here for you. I got your back. And then ask yourself if you are ready to forgive yourself. Ask that part of you that was small, that felt helpless, that felt powerless, that might be blaming you. Can you forgive me now? And forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. And once you feel that you've forgiven yourself, again, don't think it's time to forgive them. If you want to, if it's coming naturally, do it. Do it. Forgive them. It's over. It's done. Move past it. But if not, don't force yourself. It will come with time. It will come with time. But when you forgive them, you are forgiving them from a state of power. You are not that broken, helpless, powerless victim that you were, potentially. You are strong. You are powerful. You spoke your truth. You released your anger. You are a different person now. You are forgiving them from power. So I want you to feel it in your body. Power. What does power feel like in the body? What does it look like in my body? Are my shoulders hunched in? Am I small? Or are they rolled back? Are my arms feeling powerful? Am I standing or sitting grounded with my spine straight? From here, I can forgive you. I already forgive you. And once you do, and by the way, like I said, you don't have to forgive them now. So you can repeat this process as many times as you need to release all of that anger and that guilt and that shame and that grief. And once you do, when it's time for you to forgive them and it feels natural, when it feels so light, like, of course I forgive them. It's done. It's just a story. It's just an experience. When you're there, I suggest that you see them, a younger version of them, like a child, accepting your forgiveness, that goodness in them, that childlike part of them can be free and release that child with love from that experience too. That you are free and they are free. Try that. Repeat it. Like I said, if you're beginning the process and it feels too overwhelming, get in touch. If you're beginning that process and you're starting to dissociate and you're going numb, and get in touch. But otherwise, follow these steps. Do it. And I want you to let me know, how did it feel for you? Let me know. in the comments, or you can text me, direct message me, and let me know how much more